Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bananas Unpeeled.
Are you starting like now? Like, are you literally?
I was.
Okay, I didn't know you were actually starting. Ben, you guys are all good. We're actually starting?
Record the show.
Okay, good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bananas Unpeeled. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Thank you for listening to the podcast. This is the behind the scenes of the Savannah Bananas. We are in the dungeon. We are in the bowels, as Jesse calls it, of Grayson Stadium. This place was built in the 20s, remodeled in the 40s. This place has scary history, and we are driving it forward all the way to today. Welcome, Jesse. My name is Jared, and we're excited to be here.
Yes, we are actually underneath the stadium right now. We've set it up. It is crazy. It is a little bit dirty, but we're doing our best, and we're going to have fun here every single week.
Every single week. You guys can expect every single Tuesday for a new episode to come out. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on audio with our podcast. And this is going to be a crazy show. It's not going to be a sports show. It's not going to be a statistics show. This is going to be behind the scenes, what's happening in the Savannah Bananas, the stories, the craziness, the awkwardness, the most bizarre things you can ever imagine. And we're going to be looking outside of our little confine here in Savannah, Georgia, and find out what are people doing in this world that we can bring to Savannah, Georgia, and just blow the socks off this thing. So that's what this episode, that's what this show is going to be about. Today's episode is going to be just who we are, who Jesse is, who am I, what are we doing here, why are we doing this thing, and what you can expect moving forward. So that's what this show is going to be about. So far, we do have one endorsement from this show. And if you can believe anybody, you can believe this man. He is a legend in South Shore, Massachusetts baseball history. Kerry Cole personally endorsed this show. Want to give a shout out to Kerry.
I love you, Dad.
He's also Jesse's dad.
Yes, he is. Thank you. I love you, Dad. And he said he was really, really proud of us for doing this. So I'm excited.
One endorsement, that's all you need to know. Let's go into what people can expect from this show, what people can expect from you, what people can expect from me, and maybe what they shouldn't expect from this show.
They need to expect the unexpected. This is, if you're a baseball fan and you've tuned in for the first couple minutes of this, please stop watching, all right? Because this is not for the typical baseball fan. This is about people that want to know about the show, the circus, the craziness, the behind the scenes. I mean, we do a lot of things that are a little bizarre here. We could go down that whole thing, but I mean, Bananas, our senior citizen dance team, our players wear kilts. I think we've got some underwear back here, our Dolce and Banana underwear. This isn't your normal baseball team.
No, not your normal baseball team and not your normal show. And, you know, we want to give a shout out to Johnny's Chicken and Waffles for being our sponsor
Big sponsor,
time.
Yep.
Thank you, Johnny's Chicken and Waffles. If you guys want to use a 10% discount code for Johnny's Chicken and Waffles, you can use the code BANANAS and you'll get 10% off.
Thank you, Johnny.
Let's go into, I think, one of the biggest misconceptions we've been here 3 years. And Jesse and I have known each other for more than that. People literally get us confused to the T. Like, it is scary how much
every
people
day
get us confused. Let's go into that. Let's talk about who we are and just clear that up.
All right, I'm the yellow tuxedo guy. For the people watching that haven't figured that out yet, let's work on that. Jared does not own or wear yellow tuxedos.
Never have.
But what happens to you?
Every time, I'll give a speech in the community. I'll be working the game. I'll be wearing my blue polo, khakis, whatever. People, hey, you know, you look different. You're not wearing the yellow tuxedo. And I have to look them dead in the eyes and say, that is not me.
That's me.
That's Jesse.
I'm the yellow tuxedo guy.
Follow him on Instagram. At Yellow Tux Jesse. Like,
I just started my Instagram. Not yet, but yes.
I have one qualm with you. One qualm. Jesse started an Instagram like 4 years ago, 10 years ago, whenever Instagram started. Never posted a single thing. Never followed a single person.
But gained followers.
And got 1,000 people to follow you on Instagram. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. I just started Instagram and I can never get 1,000 followers, so I'm pissed about that. Anyways, back to the original
confusion.
topic.
Yes.
People confuse us. Jesse and Emily just had a baby.
It wasn't just me. Emily helped.
Emily did part of that.
Yep.
We'll move on.
Yes.
We'll move on.
Yes.
So I'm in the seats last year, and I'm just going to see people, and a woman comes up to me, and she goes, "Congratulations!" And I said, "Thanks. You know, For what? And she goes, how's the baby? And I said, yeah, that's not mine. She goes, not yours? I said, no, like that. I don't have a baby. She goes, no, like when you guys went on the field and you lifted it up and you did the banana baby thing and you did the Lion King. And I said, woman, like that's not me.
You called her woman? Did you actually say woman? That is not me.
It didn't say woman, but like that's not. So guys, let's get this straight. I don't have a baby.
Yes, now but the confusion here, everyone comes to me and say, how's Daisy? Now, if you're familiar, back our first year, there was a puppy that was abandoned at the stadium. It was left here. One of our ticket people found this little dog, and then you and your amazing wife, Kelsey, said, let's take this dog in, and then let's make her our bat dog, which is outrageous because Daisy was about the size, and there's no chance she could carry a bat, let alone a little tiny ball or anything. But we named her a bat dog. She became a national sensation. You did interviews in Japan, which doesn't make sense. So pretty much every game, someone comes up and, how's Daisy? You taking great care of her? And I go, no, I am not. They're like, really? I'm like, because she's not my dog.
Yes.
She's not my dog. So understand this. I have a baby named Maverick. I wear a yellow tuxedo. You have a dog named Daisy.
Correct.
He does not wear a yellow tuxedo.
Correct.
He has kind of goofy hair, okay? And I wear a top hat, and my hair is normal, but no one sees it. Understand this?
If I could, I wish we had this photo. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it came from. Our very first season,
yes.
This gentleman, amazing artist, came up to us and presented us with a caricature drawing of myself, Jesse, and our former coach, Sean West.
Yes.
I had a beard.
Which you do most times.
Which I do most times. Jesse's pretty much clean shaven. I'm clean shaven today. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can see I'm clean shaven. If you're on the podcast, you can't see anything we're doing. I was clean shaven, but I had a beard at that point. They put me in the yellow tuxedo, caricature drawing, holding Daisy. And they put Jesse in just regular clothes, and they put Sean West in the middle of it. And this guy presented it to us like he had just painted the freaking Mona Lisa. And presented this to us, and we both looked at each other like,
you gotta be appreciative, right?
Thank you.
It's not us again. So anyways, that is the big kind of misconception we're trying to understand. Hopefully this show will establish one thing: who we are as people.
That's us. Let's do a quick breakout session. We do have the Google review of the week.
Yes.
And it is our fan of the week. And the review comes from... Hold on. Our review comes from Sam T. Sam says, baseball for non-baseball fans. Unfortunately, I just found it gimmicky and disappointing. The actual ball game seemed secondary to the air quotes entertainment. Shout out to Sam. You're our fan of the week. Thank you for that amazing review.
And Sam, you are right. The entertainment is number one. So we appreciate you acknowledging that. And I think it was a 1-star review.
Yes, 1-star review on Google. So keep sending those in.
Yes.
We're so appreciative of those. Thank you, Sam T.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how you and I got started.
Yes.
What's the backstory? Our first time meeting each other. You probably remember it better than I do. But let's give people a little bit of backstory on who we are, where we came from before Savannah, how we got to Savannah.
Yes. So we started a team in Gastonia, North Carolina. I was actually there for a few years. I came in as a 23-year-old and tried to fix a team that was failing. I think the Gastonia Grizzlies were arguably the worst team in the country. They had 200 fans coming to the game and struggling mightily. And we fixed it up. We did crazy things. Salute to underwear night, flatulence, fun night, grandma beauty pageants. We tried it all. And about halfway through that journey, you were just a college lad at Belmont Abbey. And you reached out to me and said, hey, I'd love to have an opportunity to work for you. But you were still in college and we had no job openings. No opportunities, but you sent a thank you letter, then another letter, then you kept reaching out, and I said, we'll find a position. Did we pay you?
Yeah, so I got paid. Don't tell anybody this. If you're listening, Department of Labor, $500 a month. Okay. Which was outstanding.
Because you were in college.
I was in college.
And you were just getting paid to show up once in a while.
I told many people in my circle, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid to work for a
big
baseball
time
team.
Yes,
it was cool.
So you got paid, and one of your first jobs we had you do is you had to be the mascot.
Yes.
And you'll never forget this. I think it's still scarred in your mind.
Yeah. So growing up, I was the Chick-fil-A mascot when I worked at Chick-fil-A. And I used to dance on the street corners. Very emotional time for myself. When I got to Gastonia, Jesse, obviously very influential in that community. Jesse and Emily had done a great job. They're serving on boards. They're doing great things. They're giving back. This big big to do for local businesses and the school system was, are you smarter than a fifth grader? All the fifth graders from Gaston County go to this one school, and it's a huge competition where business owners and these fifth graders team up for that show that Jeff Foxworthy used to do, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yes.
So we go up on stage. I'm wearing the grizzly bear costume.
Chisel
the grizzle.
Six-pack of abs, big bear.
So I had the full outfit on. I have the head on. And at that time, this dates us a little bit. Gangnam Style was the hot, popular.
Yes.
Jesse loved doing Gangnam Style.
Very good at that.
Every game, every promotion was Gangnam
I could nail
Style.
that. Yep, that was my move.
So he goes, all right, here's the plan. We're going to go up on stage. We're going to go to the front. Me and you, Gangnam Style. Then we're going to go off. So I had it in my head, going to nail it. Going to do Gangnam Style.
In front of hundreds of fifth graders.
Oh, there's 500, 600 fifth graders in there, and their parents, and business leaders. The auditorium is packed.
Media there from local media. Yeah, it was crazy.
Media is there. So we run up on stage. Obviously, I'm already sweating. It's already disgusting. I can't see very well because I'm wearing this grizzly bear costume. We start doing Gangnam Style, and I am pumping it up. I'm jamming. We go off the stage. I take one step, not realizing that there was an orchestra pit directly in front of the stage. I take one step, cannot feel that next step, and I go head first off the stage into the orchestra pit. I was in pain, like massive pain. Jesse and his showmanship, like to the T, jumps on top of me like a bomb is going off, shoves my head back in the mascot
Your giant mascot head.
He goes, doesn't say, are you okay? Doesn't say, are you okay? He goes, just start waving. Just start waving. Just start waving. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm hyperventilating. My knees hurt. My elbows hurt. Shoves my head back in this thing, and we sprint out of the auditorium, and all Jesse can say is, just start waving. Just start waving. So, and I'll finish the story here. We go outside. I get some water. I do feel like I'm definitely in pain.
Mostly embarrassed.
Yep. Nothing's broken. He goes, we got to go back in there to make them understand that Chisel's okay. And so, no joke, 5 minutes later, I'm in the costume again. We get the PA announcer, and all of a sudden I hear, here comes Chisel! And we sprint back in. All the kids go crazy. Save the day. I don't think I ever got back in the costume ever again after that.
Yeah, and you still have some weird bumps and bruises that have never gone away. What was great about that, because you were in a lot of pain, and I wasn't really 5,000% the fans first yet. I was still into the show.
Yes.
So now I would probably take care of you.
Yes.
But I think what's cool from that moment on, I know that Jared was the consummate fan performer. You were there. You would do anything. Mm-hmm. And I think at that point I was like, all right, we're going to work together for a long time. And I think it was 1 month later that you quit?
Yeah, so I worked about 8 months. And had a great time. Had a full-time job offer, which was outstanding. And it was about $4.59 on a Friday. And I had been like sweating it all day. And I was like, hey, can you talk real quick? And Jesse looked me dead in the eye and goes, you're leaving, aren't you? And I was like, oh, well, we just need to sit down and talk. But I had a really cool opportunity to go back home to Burlington, North Carolina, where I'm from, where my family's from, and had a great opportunity to go back and work for the hometown team, Burlington Royals. And I thought, I've learned so much from Jesse and Emily in this short time. Could I take some of that, go back to Burlington, and really start putting that into play? Like, could we turn the Burlington Royals into this kind of fun, family, crazy thing that people are excited about? So I did end up going home, for a couple of years, but you always said, we're going to get back together. Why did you say that? What did you believe?
Well, I think right after when you told me you were leaving, I understood it. You were going to your hometown to fix the team, and I came over and gave you the first manly hug that we've ever had.
Yes, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, it was a big manly hug, and I said, we're going to be back together.
And I sent you some steaks.
Yes, you sent me some steaks. I remember. We got steaks and letter. It was special. And then you went over to work for the Burlington Royals. We saw each other more in the minor league promo seminar. I kept coming up to you. We're going to be back together. We're going to be back together. Yep. And then when the Savannah opportunity came up, you were our first call. Yep. And it's amazing because you were 24 years old when you became the president of the Savannah Bananas.
Yes.
Which is
2015.
Which is crazy. And that's where the story really came. And I know we've been joking around, but what's happened since that point has been wild. It's been a journey. That's why we're going to have fun together, because we've known each other so well over the last few years. But when we came to Savannah in 2015, we had no idea what to expect or what we were getting ourselves into. We just believed that we could do this really special here. And minor league baseball had, collectively failed here. There were no fans coming to the games, 90 years. But we saw an opportunity. I remember the first time I came to this ballpark, I was like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you're seeing we are at the bowels of the stadium, but the ballpark is special.
Yep.
And the players who have played here, like I said, we don't talk much baseball, but guys that people may have heard of, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron,
might have heard of them,
played here. And so there's so much history. So I was like, we could do something special, but make it not just about baseball.
Right.
And so that's when we came here on October. I think our first day was October 5th, 2015.
October 5th, 2015. I walked in the gate. Pearson Deloach, who was the leisure services assistant at the time, handed me this wad of like 500 keys and said, if you need anything, call me. Don't stay here too late because the ghosts will start coming out and you'll be very scared. But going back to before we got here, I remember that as well. You guys came down here for a trip. Mm-hmm. You kind of fell in love with it. Once we kind of realized that this was something that we wanted to do, Kelsey and I, before we were ever married, we came down here for a day trip just to check it out as well. And I'll never forget driving down Victory Drive and the sun setting behind you and the oak trees are hanging over the road and you pull into this beautiful, Daffin Park, Grayson Stadium, built in the 40s. Like, this place is cool. Yeah. And we came to the game that night. It was a Friday night in May, beautiful weather. And there was like 500 or 600 people in the crowd. And I was like, all right, a Friday night in May, it should be packed out. And you started walking around. And of course, the team had announced that they were leaving at that point. But you could walk around and just felt dead. There was no energy, no enthusiasm, no excitement. The fans weren't there for it. Yeah. And the people weren't giving back to that. And I called Jesse and I was like, we could just throw T-shirts to these people and they would freak out. But seriously, this is an opportunity for us to come in here and totally reinvent what baseball, air quotes, baseball means to people in Savannah. And that's what happened on October 5th.
Yeah, we showed up and then we collectively failed pretty miserably. And then we failed. And I think, sharing the story, and many people have heard it, but it was amazing what happened because we came here with all this excitement. Yeah. We're like, we are going to be the only team that every ticket's all you can eat. And we're going to create this experience with dancing players and, a band and a breakdancing bass coach. And then everyone was like, who are you guys? I remember going literally to meetings with you and people were like, what is this college summer base? No one understood. And I don't blame them. Yeah. And we sold one ticket. Yeah. In the first 2 months. One season ticket in the first 2 months. And we're like, what did we do? What did we get ourselves into?
Yeah, well, what happened was when we came here, people expect us to fail.
Yes.
Because for 90 years, baseball had come and they had operated and they had failed and they had moved on. Mm-hmm. So we were just the next people in line to fail. Mm-hmm. And now we were this kind of confusing college summer baseball thing that people were like, all right, so they're paid or they're not paid, they're professional. And so we had to just forget that and say, we are going to just give people nonstop entertainment. Fans first. We're going to be fans first. We're going to give people all-you-can-eat tickets. We're going to provide the most amazing experience for them. We're not going to worry about the baseball. We are just going to explain that you're going to see Banana Nanas. You're going to see dancing first base coaches. You're going to see bananas in the pan. You're going to see all these crazy things. But we didn't even have a name at that point.
Yes.
We were just literally SavannahBaseball2016.com. And I remember, Daniel would call people and say, hey, we're the new Savannah baseball team. And they would say, the Little League team? Are you guys a Little League? Do you need fundraising? Do you need support?
We probably could have been a good Little League team.
Oh, my goodness. So for 4 months, we didn't have a name.
Yeah.
So I guess give people an idea of where that idea came from.
Yeah, Savannah Bananas.
Why we moved to Savannah Bananas and what it meant to do something totally outrageous, totally different, totally off the wall.
And I think we didn't tell me, on October 5th when we showed up, everything was taken out of the stadium. And the phone lines were cut. The internet lines were cut. I mean, we grabbed a picnic table and brought it into a storage building. And you as a 24-year-old, my wife and I, and 3 22-year-olds were having this big ambition to start a team. And so it was crazy. But we did a name the team contest. And we said, we want something outrageous, different, unique. We don't want a typical grizzly bear or whatever. We want something that's unique. And we had one suggestion out of thousands.
Yes.
We had one that was bananas.
Yep.
And I remember the first time we saw it, we looked at each other like, oh, we can have fun with this. Yeah. And our mind started was like, go bananas. We could have a mascot named Split. We could have a senior citizen dance team called the Banana Nanas. You could throw bananas from the top dep and have a promotion called Banana in the Pants. Yeah. I mean, all the banana. I mean, they just kept coming. We were writing down all these banana ideas. We're like, all right, and then we're like, but people may hate it.
Yeah. Well, there's always that conversation in your mind, I think people don't fear failure. They fear getting criticized.
Yeah.
And we weren't afraid to fail. We were afraid of getting criticized.
We actually, and remember, we had the date set, February 25th, 2016. That was the day we were going to announce to the world that this new team in Savannah was called the Bananas. A team that no one in the city was even taking seriously to begin with. Now, how are they going to take us seriously when we became the Bananas? And so I remember, like, a lot of people don't know this. So I had to order merchandise before I came here. So the first order of hats came in, and the logo was about the size of a penny, all right?
Yeah.
And so we had to throw those out. And then the first order of t-shirts came in. Hundreds of t-shirts. And Bananas was spelled wrong with too many N's.
Yep.
And so those shirts, I don't even know where we sent those, all right? Those disappeared. We made so many mistakes when we came in because we had no idea what we were doing. And then on February 25th, when we announced the name, I remember being on stage with you, and we did a video, and I'm taking a video of all the fans watching. I'm like, it's all about to change just like this.
Oh, yeah.
And it changed pretty quickly. Nationally, went crazy. Locally, we got crucified.
Yeah. I mean, we had that party at the stadium, and you could feel kind of that collective energy start. I mean, there was
what's going to happen?
400 or 500 people packed in the concourse.
Yeah.
You could feel that energy rising, like something's about to happen, something's about to happen, something's about to happen. I think 3 people went thumbs down, but everyone else totally went crazy. But I remember that fear kind of setting in with me beforehand. I told my family, we were doing the logo design and figuring all that out in the wintertime leading up to February. And we got the logos sent to us over Christmas, and I had them on my phone, and I pulled them up and started sharing them with my family. And of course, it's like, all right, I've decided to uproot my life, go down to Savannah, Georgia. I don't know anybody in Savannah, Georgia. I just got married a month after I moved to Savannah, Georgia. We're going to start this new baseball team. We're going to take over the world, change Grayson Stadium, change Savannah. And I show them this logo, and they're like, okay, have fun. And I'm
Good luck.
Even my own family thinks this is a dumb idea. What are we going to do? But everything changed on February 25th.
Yeah.
And you talk about creating attention and going crazy and whatever's normal, do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
What has that, catapulted us into, moving forward as the Savannah Bananas?
Yeah. So
what did that allow us to do?
So right on February 25th, 2016, that evening when it announced, all of a sudden we were trending on Twitter. It was like crazy. We were number 1 trending on Twitter, and Good Morning America, Today Show, ESPN, everyone was, just because the name was so ridiculous and it created so much controversy. And we had no idea what we were doing. So I remember Emily refreshing our email. And we were doing orders from all over the world every 10 seconds for merchandise. But the problem is, we didn't understand how to ship around the world.
Yes.
So literally, it was $5 shipping, and we were trying to ship shirts to New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Mexico. We had no idea. We lost everything on those because it was $5. We didn't charge them more.
Yeah, $18 t-shirt and $25 shipping.
Oh, jeez, and some were $50. We were just we had no idea. And, again, we had to learn what to do, but we created the excitement. So nationally, we were getting all this buzz. But locally, Jared, I didn't sleep that night. And it wasn't because of excitement. It was because we were getting attacked locally. And we saved a lot of the emails and messages that we got. But, it was crazy. The owner should be thrown out of town. You guys are an embarrassment to the city. You'll never sell a ticket. It just kept going. And because locally, we're like, you guys are idiots. And for many people, we probably were.
Well, I think, and we can go back to how that first season went, but, it is some vindication for us now as we meet people. I'm sure there's people watching this show right now that remember that feeling when we announced that name, saying to themselves, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And there's fans to this day who are super honest and vulnerable that come up to us and say, when you guys first announced that name, I hated it. I said I'd never go to a game. And of course, this person saying it is wearing full Bananas gear. They've come to every single
They're eating
game.
a banana. They're wearing the banana underwear.
This is the most awesome place on earth. Actually, when we did, I guess it was 2 years ago or a year ago, we did the Mean Tweets video. Similar to what you see on late night television. The Mean Tweets video. And Barry, our ticket director, came in and was like, half these people have 5-game plans or season tickets with us, who said this is the dumbest idea ever. But we just asked people, come to one game. Come to one game. You're going to believe in it. You're going to love it. And if you don't, that's okay. Move on. Go do something else. But come to one game. And I think that was my biggest fear as kind of the operations mind and how are we going to do all this? We promised people all you can eat tickets. Unlimited chicken sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, soda, water, popcorn, Burge cookies, unlimited, all you can eat, $15. People thought it was crazy, and we both had no idea, like,
How are we going to feed 4,000 people?
how will we ever serve them?
No clue. And we didn't figure it out till halfway through the season.
So on opening night, it rains, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Game's delayed.
Pours for
People
2 hours.
rush into the stadium. We're not even ready for them.
We hadn't opened the gates yet. some fan just opens the gates,
Just
lets
comes in.
people in there, flooding the concourse. It's pouring down rain for 2 hours. And we tried to serve all-you-can-eat food. I'm telling you, it was an utter disaster. There are photos to this day that I just look at and cry and cringe.
You usually do cry in fetal position. I mean, it's
It
unbelievable.
was so scary.
Because we're trying to literally feed 4,000 people, and we didn't know we had to cook 10,000 pieces of meat.
Yeah.
Which is our number.
It was absolutely insane. It was something that, after that game, I think we all knew we've got to change things.
Yeah.
But fortunately, the fans forgave us.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Well, what was so cool about opening night, so it's pouring rain. We got there, I remember opening night, the first game ever, the Savannah Bananas. We've never worked a game at this ballpark.
We got there at 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 in the morning, and as I'm pulling up, I see news reporters out there live. I'm like, what? Like, this is
We
crazy.
went live at like 6, 6:05, 6:15, 6:30. It was insane.
And I went on air eating bananas because I thought that made sense. And there was also another reporter covering us, following us the entire day.
Yeah.
And it was surreal. And then I remember that night we were so pumped. The game had been sold out for a while. And then you're right, it just poured rain. Yeah. So we couldn't start the game on time. So what was crazy was, all of a sudden the game's supposed to start at 7. It's 7:30. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:20. I remember being on the field, and we have our players, of course, they're wearing green uniforms because they're not quite ripe, which just only makes sense. And we have the trolley, literally, we're putting them in a trolley to get ready to come up, but we can't go because it's pouring rain. So I remember looking up at 8:30, we're about to start the game, and not a fan had left.
Yeah.
It was like a moment was surreal. I looked around, it was like 4,000 people had not left. I was like, we got something special. I think I hit you. I was like, I don't care. No one can get food because we're a disaster with the all you can eat. No. They can't get food, but they've stayed to watch the show. And we got absolutely killed. I think we made 6 errors that night. We played terrible, but the fans stayed and they gave us a chance because they saw the Banana Nanas out there dancing. They saw the players dancing, the Banana Boys, and they were like, this is something different. And that's what we were trying to do. Create attention, but more be about the entertainment, the fun, not just about the baseball. And all of a sudden, that first year, the baseball took care of itself.
Yeah. So here we come in saying that we're all about show, we're all about entertainment, we're all about ridiculousness. Our players are dancing on the field, they're wearing all yellow uniforms, and all of a sudden, we look up and it's mid-July, and it's like, we are in first place by a landslide.
Yes.
Like Sean West and this team with like all these studs, Jameson Hanna, Clint Hardy,
Adam Scott, first pitcher.
Now we're talking about baseball, which
this is
not a baseball.
If you waited this long for baseball, you just got it. Now turn off.
Turn off. We won the championship. That's it. I'll never forget it. It was literally a storybook ending, without a doubt, from start to finish. But, it wasn't just like night 1 we figured it out.
Yeah.
I mean, night 2, night 3, night 4, night 5, like, it took us a while to figure out this all you need. But we believed that it was going to be the best fan experience possible. You're not going to come here and get ripped off.
Yep.
You're not going to go to... I saw the other day that at the Rose Bowl, beers are going for $16, $18, and $20. Like... At the Rose Bowl, you're getting a beer for $20. I don't care if you're Warren Buffett, you are getting ripped off.
Yes.
Like, that's insane. We believe that the most incredible value was going to be delivered to the fan.
Yep.
And we're going to give them the best entertainment experience that they could possibly get, and they could get nowhere else.
100%.
And that was our belief.
Yeah. And the thing, we just wanted people to come to the ballpark and not know what to expect.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I think people go to the ballpark, and I heard this recently, like literally, I have more fun at the rainouts than any other game I've been to. And they love coming to the rainouts because we put on a show with the pep band stuff. So anyways, we were learning. We failed a lot, and we won't go into the baseball, but I know in future shows, I do want to share some of the stories of some of the players and some of the crazy things that they've done that most people don't know, because the whole idea of the show is to go behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm the owner, you're the president, we're here, and we're an open book.
Yes, we're an open book. So here is our promise to you. You can reach either of us at any time, well, almost any time. Please respect some sort of our privacy. If you want to talk to Jesse Cole, the owner of the Savannah Bananas, his cell phone is area code 781, regular number 424-2499. That is 781-424-2499. You can text, call, voicemail, whatever you want to do.
FaceTime. I'll take some FaceTime.
FaceTime him. Seriously. You can text him, call him, email him, FaceTime him at any time you want to. That's his number. Myself, personally, I will be hosting office hours. They will be on Tuesdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can come by anytime. You can discuss any topic that you want to. I will be in the office 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Tuesdays every single week right before this show starts. And that will be a time where you can ask any question, you can give any comment, you can give a live Google review. Maybe you can get off the internet and stop hiding behind your keyboard and actually meet with us face to face.
I don't know why. I don't know why I let you host the show. So you literally just gave my cell phone and said anytime, and you say I have strict office hours.
I'm not giving my phone number.
All right, yeah, I'm giving office hours for these 3 hours. So yes, please actually flood his office. I want 30 people at his office, and I'll get the calls when I can. But it is open. We're here for you guys. I think we're might be the only team that has the owner and the president doing a show every week.
I would have to say so.
Yes, at least we'll convince ourselves of that.
All right, this next segment we're going to do is I'm going to call it the mystery box. So quick backstory with monthly, and of course everyone asks us, where do you guys get your ideas from? Do you guys just sit around and talk about random ideas? Yes, we literally sit in a room, talk about random ideas, or we see something online, or it's like, hey, we should have St. Patrick's Day night. What if our players wear kilts? Okay, let's find out where we can get kilts from. Order kilts. Our players are not going to wear kilts. Mystery box segment. I'm going to pull out a piece of paper. Our staff might have put this in there. A fan might have put this in there. Jesse might have put this in there. Like, these are random ideas, random questions. We're going to debate them, and you're going to figure out what the heck we are talking about.
The crazier, the better. So we like ideas that are outrageous.
First idea is turning the visiting locker room into a nursery. I assume this is something that you want to do or not to do.
Yes, this is 5,000% with me. This was the idea last year. Practical, I think I have Maverick. Again, so the confusion. I'm the one with the baby. Maverick, you're the one with the dog.
Yes.
Daisy. I thought it'd be very practical for us to have a nursery for our baby, but also imagine the visiting team coming in and seeing a full nursery set up in their visiting locker room, with the mobiles, all the kid stuff, cribs, lullabies playing, painted for a complete nursery scene. I think that gives us more home field advantage.
I think day one, that locker room will be destroyed. Grayson Stadium is a very hard enough place to play. I mean, our fans are heckling you. Like, it's you got dancing first base coach, you got players dancing, you got people chanting. Like, I don't agree that coming into a baseball stadium with a nursery is the most intimidating thing. I think it's just weird for people.
I think our 100% priority this whole spring should be making that a nursery.
That seems like probably the most inefficient waste of time.
All right, pick another one. I've been on that for a while.
This came from someone in our office who wants to have kid umpires. That seems like the most unsafe thing to do, and I don't know why you would want kid umpires. Why would you want kid umpires?
I think it's outrageous. Whatever's normal, you got these adults. I think people aren't going to yell at kids as much. It gets a little bit, not family friendly. But I think the idea, if you put kids safe, make them safe. They're umpiring. Imagine a kid saying, "Strike 3, you're out."
Have you heard the way that baseball people yell at umpires? They're going to curse this.
They're not going to yell at an 8-year-old kid.
Actually, good point.
All right. So, anyways, another crazy idea. I throw a couple more out there.
All right, two more ideas. Let's see. Post-game interviews with players in the showers.
5,000%. Yes, that's my idea. Yes.
That is how you get banned on Facebook. That's how you get banned on YouTube. That's how you get banned, in life.
No, the shot is from the chest up, but I just think with the water coming,
who's going to do an interview? Who's going to be the person interviewing the person in the shower?
You worked for $500 a month, all right? And you got a great job. I think are we still paying you?
If you're an intern or want to be an intern, want to sign up to work for the Savannah Bananas, and you want to be our shower reporter coming live from the showers.
You can wear a poncho.
Text Jesse.
You got my cell phone. You can wear a poncho. After every game, the players in the shower will do while water's pouring over them. I think it adds to the suspense. I'm all in on that.
All right, last idea, because this is just going nowhere. All right, so last year we did the kilts.
Yes.
Which we're undefeated in kilts, by the way. 1-0.
Walk off win.
Walk off, beat the Making Bacon. First team ever to wear kilts in a baseball game. Outstanding. We've wore the all yellow uniforms or the all green uniforms. This is an idea that you want to go with a game where it's called shirts versus skins.
100%. Yep.
Who's wearing shirts? Who's wearing skins?
No one's wearing skins.
That's
here.
Yes. Okay. Who's in shirts? Who's just in their skin? You're not wearing skin.
I just think from a fan standpoint, again, it's about the fans and the ridiculous.
How are you going to put their numbers on there?
You paint. You body paint. No, tattoos could be hopefully not permanent because that would be it. But you do literally body paint. Paint bananas on their chest. All right.
Shave their chest.
We got to shave their chest, which there's a whole opportunity there. Shave their chest, paint bananas, and have them play a game with no shirts on.
I think
fans will love it.
If you
to let us know, would you love that if the Bananas played a game with no shirt?
That's our question of the day.
Okay.
That's our question of the day.
Okay.
Would you support the Bananas playing in a game this year in a shirts and skins game where the opposing team is wearing their jerseys and the Bananas have pants on and they're shirtless with a painted on jersey? Do you think that is what the Bananas should do this year? Comment, send us an email, text, call, whatever. That's our question of the day. Is it something you want? I don't think any baseball player would want to wear that because they were freaking out about the kilts.
Yes. And I don't think anyone would ever approve that.
No.
But you never know. But we got kilts approved somehow.
We did get kilts approved. Shirts and skin game. It's interesting, and we'll see where it goes. All right. That's it.
First episode.
That's it for the show. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Thank you for listening if you listened. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
I hope you found it somewhat interesting. Hope you found it fun. I hope you know who Jesse is. I hope you know who I am. Again, we want to thank our sponsor, Johnny's Chicken and Waffles.
Yes.
10% off for Johnny's Chicken and Waffles if you use the promo code BANANAS.
Love you, Johnny.
And we're super thankful. Thank you guys for watching.
That's it.
See you next week.
Continue to go Bananas.